Hello, welcome back to Solo-Ensemble.com. My name is Douglas Abernathy. I'm the owner and developer of Solo-Ensemble.com. In this series of brief videos, we're introducing people to the various user interface elements that they would use when working with the software. Today, we're going to enter a judged event from a judged contest. First, we need to log in, and from the contest start page, we use the Go button, and we're going to log in as someone different than me. This is one of my pseudo employees, Roger McPirate. So here's Roger's dashboard, and as you can see, he belongs to several different contests in several different roles, primarily that of a school. But today, we're going to enter the Wilsonville contest as a judge, and Roger does have that role, so there's a button here. So we're going to go into the contest, and here's the judge main menu. Normally, a student will have an ID number assigned to them when they come in to be judged. For solos, that ID number begins with the letter S. For ensemble groups, they should be given a number that we preface with the letter E for ensemble. And for performance auditions, we preface the numbers with the letter P. Since I don't have a number to show you, we're going to do a different method. The judge can look up solos, ensembles, and placement auditions by these links. So we're going to go to the solos area. Here's a list of all the solos in the contest at this point. It's a very small contest, apparently. We're going to judge Michael Makoyevich, and to do so, we click on his solo ID number here at the left. You see that that's a hyperlink. So we click on it, and now we're at the Evaluate Solo Performance page. As I mentioned before, the details of the student are here: the ID, their name, grade, school, instrument, performance title, composer, difficulty level, and if there had been a note to judge, it would appear in this space right here. Also down below, we have a scoring, which is a drop-down list, and I'm sorry, but the video recording software I use does not show drop-down lists until I've selected something. So the default is no valid score, which is actually a setting that might be used if you have a student who gets to perform and does not get to be judged for score. The other choices in this contest were 1, 2, 3, and for an exceptional performance, a 1+. So we don't know what Roger's score is just yet, so we're going to go back to no valid score. And then this text area is where we highly recommend the judge type the score as well. That way in the database, it can be looked up later to see if the judge accidentally entered a wrong score. So on the right-hand side, you see the comment area. And again, this is on a contest-by-contest basis. The contest staff sets up what types of comments are required or recommended. In this particular contest, we have tone, technique, and musicianship. And as I introduced in another video, judges also have an area called My Notes. And we'll click Roger's My Notes area. And as you can see, we have a couple of notes that Roger has put in that he can copy and paste into his comments in order to save a bit of typing. Now, let's go back and go ahead and, let's start that. We'll copy, thank you for dressing nicely, and I appreciate the hard work. We'll copy both of those. And we'll put that into, I guess, the tone area. It doesn't really apply to tone, but we're going to put it there anyway. So I copied and pasted. And then we'll say something about the tone. Your tone is very even and measured today. Good work. And now we'll say something about the technique. I think you need a bit of work with your breathing, but otherwise sound good. And of course, real judges would have more professional assessments to make here, such as at this measure you needed to do this, things like that. Musicianship, again, that's just a category that some schools and states use, and that's just put, I liked your musicianship. This is a pretty empty, irrelevant comment, but I have to put something. And these can be left blank if the contest wants you to. So we've entered in the comments, and you can go back and forth and make edits if you need to. Then over here, we're going to choose a score. We're going to give them a 2. And here's where you would simply type TWO. I don't do any spell checking or comparison if it doesn't match. This is just so the database has a backup way to know what the judge intended to say. And now we can click Submit Score. And you see a score of 2 was recorded for student Michael Makoyevich. Hit the Continue button, and you're back at your main screen. But now you have one extra thing you can do. Before, you did not have any judge performances because this was our first one. So now under the results area, if you view your solo scores, you'll now see there is the score you just performed, and there's about a 10-minute window of time in which you can go back and edit that score. And we put that in because if you had a piece of paper in front of you and you wanted to make a change, then you could do so. So this allows you enough time that in case you decide later that the student needed to have a better score. So we're going to go back here and click on that number again. We're back at the same place we were before, and we're going to change that to a 1. I think he really deserved a 1, so I'm going to ONE. And now we're going to submit score. Scoring and comments were updated. Continue. And now when we go back and view our solo scores, you'll see that the rating has been changed to a 1. You could do it again if you needed to, but I think we've shown enough. Back to our main menu, and that's the process that judges use to input their comments and scoring in Solo-Ensemble.com. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again in the next video.